Tonight, share collective memories and local delicacies with this nostalgic Hong Kong-style tea buffet. Be inspired by some bold and vibrant contemporary artwork, and find that perfect diamond to go with your complexion.
Welcome to Dolce Vita. Afternoon tea has become a tradition for many people in Hong Kong.
That's right. And during tea time, people go to tea houses to get their favorite local delicacies.
They're popular, they're delicious, and it's a tasty way to take a break from shopping. Jason, seeing my two kids grow up really bring back a lot of childhood memories for myself.
But what's also bound to bring back great memories are Hong Kong-style cafes, which are great places for friends and family to catch up over a bite or two.
I love the food, but it's always so crowded and busy over there that it's really difficult to sit down and relax and enjoy my meal.
Well, if it's relaxation you want, this place is great. It's set in a 5-star hotel. It's managed to reinvent the Hong Kong-style cafe menu. Grabbing a bite here at the tea buffet is an excellent alternative to the busy, crowded street cafes. In this luxury hotel, the tea menu is fun, light and inventive, ideal for an afternoon snack. Many locals today continue to love these favourite delicacies at cafes, and it's great when a traditional menu can be changed to offer something new and refreshing. The familiar snacks you're accustomed to having are now upgraded for a more special taste. The best part of it all is that you can look around and select whatever you fancy. Okay, I've got here's the macaroni and lobster soup base. Let's give it a go first. A bit of the soup. The soup really gives the dish a very special flavour with the fresh lobster and the tomato.
Now I'm having the traditional pork chop bun, except what's different with this is that the pork chop actually comes from Australia, and the bun is similar to the Italian ciabatta. The outside is crispy and the inside is nice and soft, but they make this one here fresh in their own kitchen. Let me give it a try. It actually has a traditional flavor of the pork chop bun, except the pork is very moist and very soft. It's not chewy like the ones we see here.
Who would have thought something as simple as shrimp toast and French toast could be reinvented with new ingredients? And what better to have with the meal than the traditional Hong Kong-style milk tea, which is made by straining tea leaves with a pair of stockings.
Well, you know, a lot of local cafes still use that method in order to make the milk tea smoother.
But what makes the tea really special is the special combination of tea leaves. The traditional milk tea is not to be missed. And although many of the snacks are made with a twist at this buffet, the method of making milk tea stays the same. The key feature of the traditional milk tea making is that stockings are used to strain tea leaves. The stockings that the chef is holding makes the tea smoother and turns brown due to the prolonged tea straining. Then simply add condensed milk to the tea and you have the popular Hong Kong style milk tea. This mouth-watering chocolate fountain is a sinful pleasure to indulge in after a sumptuous afternoon meal. And the choice of cakes simply depends on your mood. So what do you think of our Hong Kong style cafe in this luxurious setting?
It's kind of like nostalgia with a contemporary twist. Thanks for bringing me here.
Not at all.
Art fairs are often held in Hong Kong to showcase some of the best art.
And this contemporary art fair features all kinds of art forms.
That's right, and the best part of it is that you get to see an international collection all in one art fair.
Hong Kong has long been regarded as a high-speed, energetic metropolis. With its unique art and cultural charisma, this town has attracted many world-famous artists to showcase various types of art over the years. And contemporary art in particular has been inspiring the art calendar in recent years. Although contemporary art can have a big impact with its vivid imagery, it's often hard to explain what it is exactly. Unlike traditional art, contemporary art not only focuses on aesthetics, it also tries to make a statement on the society we live in. This contemporary art exhibition features a selection of artwork by promising local artists, as well as leading artists from China, Korea, Taiwan, United States and Southeast Asia. Not only providing an important platform to show artwork of high quality, this fair also generates a cross-cultural art atmosphere for contemporary art fans, collectors and general public. Combining traditional painting techniques from China and Japan, this monumental piece is created by the Nihonga approach, meaning mineral pigment painting. Once lost in China, this technique was revived in Japan and is now being reintroduced with a contemporary presentation with some abstract images.
Like the country itself, mainland Chinese contemporary art has been enjoying a boom in recent years. Collectors from all around the world have been looking for Chinese contemporary artwork to hang on their walls, and Hong Kong has been essential in helping mainland China's artists reach a global audience.
Contemporary art is bold and vibrant in China. Many different aspects of Chinese culture are signified in these seemingly familiar, yet one-of-a-kind sculptures and distinctive paintings. Aiming to provoke creative minds, these artworks also show a part of Chinese values and heritage. Worth approximately 18 million Hong Kong dollars, this big family painting is reminiscent of family portraits from the 1950s and 60s. The frozen expressions, the red bloodlines and the family connection all make this an iconic piece in the contemporary art world. If you think jewellery is nothing more than an accessory, well, think again. It doesn't matter if it's a translucent reversible brooch or an auspicious floral earring, a novel chess set or a sparkling emerald ring. What makes something art is just imagination with no limits.
Jason, these pieces of artwork are incredible, aren't they? They're fabulous to look at and beautiful to wear.
But for people who are new to contemporary art, is there anyone we can talk to?
I think I've got just the man for you. Come on. Andy.
Oh, hi.
Congratulations on a great exhibition.
Thank you
Now,
so much.
As far as I know, this is the first contemporary art exhibition held here in Hong Kong. Why would you take on such an enormous project?
Yes, during the progress when we first organized our first fair, which is Antique One, we received lots of inquiries from the art business and also lots of feedbacks from the public. It shows there's a big demand on a major event or different kind of event regarding to the contemporary art. And so we believe that this is the right moment to have a pure contemporary art fair in Hong Kong, which is a freer and important art market in the world.
I like the way it's like wiggly.
We're so lucky in Hong Kong to enjoy so many different exhibitions every year. I've really enjoyed this one. It's so inspirational.
And you know, the best part of this exhibition here is that with every piece of art that's purchased for private collection, not only are we supporting the contemporary artists, but also artists for generations to come. Because part of the proceeds will go to the Department of Fine Arts, as well as the Art Museum of the Chinese University of Hong Kong for future art development.
Coming up, let's see what this blended whiskey has to offer after a century of absence. Celebrate the arrival of this top-class squash tournament. Plus, experience the wonders of these exquisite diamonds, so stay tuned.
wine and whiskey, when taken moderately, have shown beneficial effects on our health.
And some whiskeys are better as they age, and their ages are calculated differently.
That's right. Age is actually determined by the interval between distilling and bottling.
Now let us show you what's extra special about this whiskey.
Blended whiskey has long been associated with the sophisticated palate of the high society, but in the present day and age, this taste of luxury is available not only for the people of the prestiged, but it's still a fine way for the gathering of the creme de la creme of the upper echelon, for some of the biggest parties in town as well as out of town.
Following the massive success of the New York launch, this whiskey brand celebrated the return of its 25-year-old original in Hong Kong last month, and local celebrity guests were lucky enough to take the first sip of this whiskey.
It's amazing how a complex mix of grains, flavoring ingredients, and a maze of distillation processes can create whiskey. At least that's what I'm told anyways. And according to a master blender, Colin Scott, every year has a different taste. Is that correct?
Well, it's not actually every year. I think what you've got to understand is that Scotch whisky is very different to wine. We actually have a vintage at every day at all our distilleries. But what is unique about Scotch whisky is that we have about 90 different distilleries, and each produce a totally unique character and flavour of whisky at that distillery.
Wow.
And that's really that's the heart of our industry. And those characters will be the same today, tomorrow, and into the future. And that's the art of the distiller. The master distiller ensures that.
Can you tell us why the quantity is limited for this 25-year-old?
I think you can probably understand is that these whiskies we first filled into cask in the 1970s. And each year we lose 2% per annum from every cask. That's part of the maturation. So these casks of whiskies are now less than half full. So we've got slightly smaller amounts of very precious golden liquid, nuggets of gold to help to create chemistry in 25 years old. And also, we actually put an age statement. We say on the bottle, age 25 years old. Right. So this is a guarantee to the consumer that he knows that by law, there is not one single cask of whiskey less than 25 years old in the blend.
So 25 is just a minimum age?
That is a minimum age, because we can use, I mean, there are in here whiskies that are maybe 25, 30, might even be 40-year-old whiskies. Okay. But what there is not, there will never be a whiskey less than 25 years. And that's very important, the age statement.
So in front of us, there's a 25-year-old. Is there any suggested way for us to enjoy this?
A lot of people drink it with ice, they drink it with soda, they drink it neat. And that's fine, because that's how, because at the end of the day, we're drinking for pleasure and enjoyment, and we're drinking responsibly. And so you drink it the way you like it. But I would suggest, if you've not started drinking, if you've never drunk Scotch before, that you start with a little shivers and then a little water, just to bring out the flavours and remove the nose prickle and the pepperiness of the alcohol.
Okay, sounds good. Let's give it a try here.
So it's very good to have just a generous amount of Chivas Regal. It's always a good start. And then certainly I always add a little water. I don't know, maybe you want to just have a swirl and a nose. But what you're looking for here is you're going to get a rich fruitiness of sort of peaches, creamy peaches and sweet oranges, and that'll be mixed with sort of little nuttiness. So what I would recommend, because it's a beautiful climate here compared to Scotland, is maybe just to add a couple of blocks of ice. Okay, and that helps it to cool it down. And what that'll do is just it'll chill the it'll cool the whiskey, but not chill it. If you add a lot of ice, that chills it, and that tends to hide the flavours again, like the alcohol hides the flavours. So a little ice cools the drink, gives you a nice cool drink, but still releases those characters and flavours. Well, great. Thank you very much. Cheers. Well, cheers. In Scotland, we have a word, our old Gaelic word for cheers is slàinte. 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 That means big health, good health. There are many ways to enjoy and find Scotch, and to each their own, I'd say. But be sure to drink responsibly. Slàinte.
has been collecting fans in Hong Kong over the years, and some of the most celebrated tournaments happen right here in Hong Kong.
Organised by Hong Kong Squash with the support of a major airline, this week-long sporting extravaganza attracted a strong field of world-class male and female professionals. With the increasing popularity of this sport and an avid audience of fanatic squash fans, TVB Pearl got the exclusive live broadcasting rights for this tournament. Present at the contract signing ceremony were Mr. Ho Lai Chun from TVB, Mr. David Mu from Hong Kong Squash, local squash pros and TVB artists. After the ceremony, all the guests were invited to play a few friendly games of squash with the pros. The portable transparent squash court was used for the semi-finals and finals. While people from all walks of life were able to watch the top-class competitions, players also enjoyed the experience of playing in front of a huge crowd in a public area. But most importantly, the event managed to promote the sport.
Regular sport or gym workout is not your thing, why not gear up with some proper equipment and have a couple of games of squash? I'm sure it's going to keep you warm in the cooler days to come.
Not so ordinary in its form, precious stones called diamonds are rare and beautiful.
Haven't you heard that diamonds are a girl's best friend?
Yes, I have, but what makes a girl all giggly and happy when they receive diamonds, that I can't comprehend. But what I do know is that there are diamonds that can be borrowed for special occasions like award shows.
Who can forget glorious Marilyn Monroe when she sings Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend in the motion classic Gentlemen Prefer Blondes? Indeed, diamonds are adorned by women all over the world. Today I'm very lucky to have a chat with the American jeweler and find out how this king of diamonds celebrates his first retail store in Hong Kong and how they shape magnificent stones into world-renowned jewels.
The mystery behind the beauty of diamonds is something we never cease to pursue. We're forever interested to find out what exactly makes an exquisite gemstone exquisite.
Two things, very simple things, but very important things. The first is they have to be the highest quality diamonds. Diamonds look the most natural and the most beautiful on the skin, on human skin. The second is the design in which we put the most beautiful diamonds in the world.
It's interesting how often men are behind the helm of the top jewelers that women adore. So I'm curious to find out how these men acquire an understanding of what women really want.
What people want. It's really not about men and women, it's about human emotion. And the human emotion that a beautiful diamond, like we have here, evokes in a person is quite transforming. When you have a bare wrist and all of a sudden you put on a quite beautiful diamond watch, it transforms not only what your beautiful arm looks like, but also the way you feel.
Right.
Ever since 1944, this diamond house has constantly been adding extra glamour and excitement to red carpets all over the world. However, the feeling of satisfaction not only comes from designing pieces for movie stars attending parties, but also from serving any one customer.
But what are some of the essential elements then in a remarkable red carpet jewel?
That it reflects the design ethos of our house, and that is diamond focused and very high quality gemstone focus. And if our design could be characterized in any simple way, it would be diamonds again look the most beautiful on the skin of a person. And so all of our design is designed around that. If we take, for example, this beautiful sapphire brooch. If you look very carefully at the diamonds are mounted in a way that they seem to float.
Yeah.
It's not
Flat.
It's not flat. They're articulated at different angles to capture the sparkle in the refraction of the light. And when you set that again on human skin, it's quite.
It looks like it just flows
beautiful.
on the skin.
Exactly. Exactly.
To highlight the brilliance of each diamond, this diamond house uses a three-dimensional platinum wire setting instead of the usual heavy metal settings. So whether it's an elegant sapphire piece or a cluster bracelet, an emerald cut ring or a stylish timepiece, they're all capable of creating unimaginable levels of radiance and sparkle.
Thanks for watching our show this week.
Don't forget to check our website for more information.
And be sure to tune in next week for more Dolce ideas.
Bye.
Ciao, baby.